Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Pink Floyd, the only podcast where myself, Gareth Blackler, and my friend James Barron
Hello. Hello.
hello, watch every single movie to find out what syncs with Pink Floyd's 1973 album, The Dark Side of the Moon. My name's
Yes.
Gareth Blackler, and I'm joined by James Barron. How are you, James?
I'm great. I'm doing really well.
Yay.
Just finished watching one of my favourite movies, I think. Definitely in my top 10. I really love this one.
Oh.
So I'm excited to talk about it and the syncs. With that.
Oh, we love those syncs here.
Mate, it's a real vanity project.
Hey.
Hey.
You're going to think you're in
So-
Bunnings when you see all these syncs. Anyway, sorry, you were about to do some podcasting before I said that. Do you want to introduce this movie?
Yeah, I do. This movie is the 2009 movie Moon, which I was worried. It was directed by Duncan Jones, son of old what's his name?
David Bowie?
David Bowie. That's the one. It's got a different last name. It's trickier.
Yeah, well, Davey, he was going to go public as David Jones, but then Davy Jones from the Monkees just beat him to it. So he named himself
really?
after his favourite kind of knife, which I think is really interesting.
I mean, that's how I want to name my firstborn. After my favorite kind of knife. He's going to be called Stanley.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking butter.
Butter?
Yeah, my son Butter Blackler.
You can go with that one, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was worried it was going to be a little too on the nose last week, and that we're reviewing it with syncing up with Dark Side of the Moon, with the movie Moon. But all it did is just served to create a better thematic sync for me.
Yeah, we usually the idea I think is to save our overall opinion on the sync until the end, but it bloody sunk. It synced, mate.
It bloody sunk. I love it.
These two went together like pots and pans, you know?
Mate, like butter and a butter knife.
Like Stanley and Butter, two kids who were raised to be friends.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
We're setting down rules now. Some podcast rules.
Yeah, if it's laid down on a podcast, your plans for your future children, then you have to do them.
You got to follow through.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, last week we talked about the thematic link between The Room and The Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
It was tenuous.
It was tenuous.
But yeah, as you noted last week, there's there's a pretty close comparison here, and that it's about old rockers. Well, it's not about old rockers. It's about the old rocker comparison.
Yeah.
And that the Duncan Jones connection between David Bowie and then similar time Pink Floyd operating, you know, and then also just straight up set on the moon, baby.
But on the
I
light
think it's-
side, right?
I think it's on the other side of the moon. It's
Yeah.
on the dark side of the moon. Quite literally, that's where
Ooh.
they're mining. Because you don't see the Earth's surface from the perspective of any characters until midway through, when he's too far out or something.
Ah,
you know?
yeah.
There's a shot of when he goes out far enough to contact Earth. That's when you see it from the view of the rover, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited too. I had such a good time watching these synced up. At one point,
Yeah.
I noticed I had my laptop sitting on my set of drawers, and I was on my knees on the floor in front of it, I was praying to it.
Wow.
It was one of those
I like
real,
that image.
yeah, distinctive moments of wait, what am I doing? But also, I don't really mind.
Oh man, that's real. That's a fantastic image. You're just paying homage to
Yeah.
the film and the sync.
Ah, to the sink. If anyone does, it's us.
That's true. We're paying close attention.
Should we go,
Yeah.
as we do every time, should we go through the moments of the film and the syncs? So this was one, slightly less in the room. It was 2 full playthroughs and then 2 songs. Is that right?
Yes, it was marginally less. I would
Yeah.
say it was only about a few minutes different in terms of runtime. So, but like pretty much covering the same amount of album plays. I
Yeah.
would say. Yeah. Shall we just launch into it?
Oh, yeah.
Just start. What's your first wee sync that you found?
Well, I found there was a collage of audio samples during the intro of the movie where there's a collage of news samples,
Yes,
which
that's a nice sync. Actually,
it's a nice sync. I think though, the standard like of the syncs that we were getting later was so good that if that had happened later, I probably would have just ignored it. Or have been like, nah, not good enough.
Hey man, we're starting out. We're gonna ramp up to these good syncs.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is how it was last week. This is gonna be a running theme, I think.
Yeah,
You know,
the
There's
standard
gonna
of the
be some-
syncs.
Yeah, man. Follows the hero's journey graph in terms of rising and falling. I think in terms of these syncs.
Yeah, are we the heroes or are the syncs the heroes?
I don't know. Maybe we're the medium through which the syncs.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're like the book or the film. It's getting real esoteric.
Oh, good. I'm into it. What was your next big sync?
Well, we had the intro bit where we're sort of getting a bit of backstory to the Earth's in peril, right? And then there's like a big starburst flash thing as we're talking about the mining operation on the moon, and that coincides with a nice instrumental hit.
Yeah,
And
I got
then-
that as well.
Yeah, and then we're basically launched into Breathe, and we're exploring the lunar surface. in the
Yeah.
rover with
A place
Sam.
where you
That's how
can't breathe.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
just some great atmosphere or lack thereof.
Oh yeah.
To begin the film, I think I might just love Breathe, but I think it
is-
goes really well.
Yeah.
With a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm excited at the start of this film.
Yeah. We had look around while he squints at what he's looking at.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty great.
There's an intro bit at base when we see Gertie for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like the ship's computer or the base's computer robot pal friend.
Yeah.
You know, he sort of slides like from screen right to screen left, like as a slide guitar is like going up a scale. It's so good.
They love those slide guitars, these
Yeah,
filmmakers.
man. I'm loving it. It's just such a nice little note. of
Yeah.
them sliding across frame.
My controversial opinion is I would rather hear a slide guitar show up on a ballad than I would a string section at the moment.
Wow.
And I think that's a sign of me getting older, because like when you're young, you want the drama of a string section, but now I just want to like sit back, hear those guitars slide.
I feel like it's gonna come back. I feel like you're gonna get even older, and then you'll appreciate the string section again.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll be wanting the
it's
full orchestra.
Yeah, it's a real like approaching 30s kind of vibe. I love the
Yeah.
old slide guitar. I'm thinking. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna get real into dad rock.
Oh, I can't
I think
wait.
we're already there, really.
We're
but
hosting a Pink Floyd podcast. We're already into dad rock. It's official.
It's true. It's true.
I'm dressed in all white. I'm ready for this.
Man, saint-like.
Yeah.
This is only adding to my like. I watched this sitting down in bed, just jamming. I'm eating Natural Confectionery Company jelly dinosaurs.
Oh.
And like some LMP. It's just a classic Kiwi time over here at James Barron's house. But you're
Meanwhile,
like,
I'm starting a cult where we worship the film Moon.
yeah, there's a dark ritual happening over in the Blackler house.
Oh yeah.
Pretty excellent stuff. Anyway, we're
Run
getting a bit
Rabbit Run
sidetracked.
plays as he leaves his spot, much like a rabbit would move.
Yes, he does. He like is hopping over the little bits in the base. There's like little how would you say? It's like strange like cross sections of the different like pod parts of the base. It's like a modular base that's been put together, and so there are like these bits where it meets, and the little like hurdles that he's like hopping over.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is appropriate
Oh yeah.
with the line. Yeah, yeah.
And then this is when I like the syncs really started to kick in for me, and I genuinely wondered if something had gone wrong with my file and the two had somehow merged. Because
Wow.
I swear he says long range comms, and there's a sample buried in the mix where someone says communication.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't catch that. That's amazing.
Yeah. I think that was when I was on the floor. So I might have just been, in a bit of a daze,
You knelt before the screen.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then, sorry.
I got a quick like thematic sync. So dig that hole, get the sun is literally what Sam is doing in the film.
Whoa.
He's like going out checking the lunar mining equipment, right?
Yeah.
They're mining the helium-3, which presumably is what the sun is made of. I'm not entirely. I didn't check the science on this old sync, but I think that's like probably what they're doing.
Yeah. They're mining like hot rocks from the moon.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this works.
No. But I mean,
it's definitely
solved
solving the energy crisis.
Exactly. So we should be learning.
Yeah, all it takes is one man up there to like fix the problems of Earth. Which is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
And that man is Sam Rockwell, by the way. How good is he?
Yeah. He is a delight.
Yeah.
He's like carries this film. Well, he has to carry this film.
Oh yeah.
He's like the only on-screen character, really.
Yeah.
Besides, I guess, Kevin Spacey as Gertie, providing a voice work.
Huge benefit of watching this film on mute. No Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. He is doing his best, like, Hell 9000 impression, which is, like, already quite terrifying. But it is actually quite hard to find a movie where Kevin Spacey plays, like, a good character, or someone who doesn't betray someone at the end of the film.
Well, I find I noticed with this and with Baby Driver, he kind of does a reverse betrayal in both of those.
You think he's a betrayer, but he's actually a goodie.
Yeah, and it kind of like Baby Driver, it genuinely felt like he asked, like, no, I want my character to be a goodie, and they had to bend to him because he was such Hollywood power then.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like No Fault to Baby Driver, which I think is a fantastic movie.
Yeah. It is tough, though.
Yeah.
I'm finding that a lot of the movies that I've been recommending recently have Kevin Spacey in them, which is bad, because it's a shame.
Yeah.
Because of all the news and stuff that's been happening with him, obviously.
Yeah.
It's not really news now, but it's a damn shame because I like a lot of the stuff that he's in. But anyway.
You think those kids in their deep fakes would be able to like replace him,
We're
right?
deep faking him out.
Yeah.
Can we just have Gertie's voice as another Sam Rockwell? Can we get on that? Just a third Sam Rockwell voice.
I was actually thinking that watching it, like, what if it had just been Sam Rockwell again? But I guess that would have started to spoil it a little sooner.
I mean, they should have just got Matt Berry to do it. He's the secret surprise in the movie.
Yeah, what a treat. Because we both watched this again with its actual audio before watching it
just
without
as a
it.
revisit.
Yeah, which I found a delight.
Yeah, man, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I was loving it.
Have you seen Mute, which is supposed to be the sequel?
I haven't seen Mute, but
Never.
I've heard bad things.
Yeah, I know.
So, probably going to skip that one.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy leaving this one as it is. It's like as a nice wee memory for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We
gotta get back to these things.
Yes. On the Run is the one after Brief before the Wobble Wobble sounds, right?
That is correct.
Cool. I should point out, I still don't know a lot of these track names because they all merge together.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's designed to be like a seamless experience, right? So
yeah.
It is quite tough, like remembering all the names of the different sections.
Yeah. I was doing a bit of research and I found this amazing post on the Spotify forums where a guy was like, upload Dark Side of the Moon as one track, the way Pink Floyd intended. Come on, guys. And no replies. It was just the end of the whole forum. Spotify didn't listen to him.
Hey, man, I hope that guy found some other way.
Yeah.
I hope he figured it out.
He like bought a CD or something.
Oh no.
So for On the Run, we get like wobble wobble sounds exactly when his little moon rover is shaking, and pretty much completely in time.
Yeah, there's a lot of shaky cam in this section because he's on board the rover, and as he's collecting the like helium canister or whatever, and so yeah, the wobbling sound of the synths is like a really good match here.
Yeah.
It's like it's also like quite industrious sounding and like
It's like a productive kind of soundtrack. Like you could listen to on the run as you're waking up.
Yeah, I reckon like, it would make actually quite a good like jogging song.
Oh yeah.
If you're like at the gym, you know.
Yeah.
Like quite literally on the run. It would be it would be a good one for that. Like if there was like an extended like what's that LCD sound system song that's like 40 minutes long? If there was like a version of that like similar to the On the Run where you're just like running away.
Yeah.
Great. I reckon that'd be
So really you want Pink Floyd to sync up with your life as well.
Yeah, I do. That's the main aim of this podcast.
Yeah.
If I could get that somehow. If I played Pink Floyd on repeat throughout my entire life, I wonder how much it would sync up.
If we ever get to like Patreon level, I think if someone invests like what would be your number for a whole day? You have to listen to Dark Side of the Moon the whole time.
$50.
Okay.
I'd do that. Yeah, for one day. $50. I'd listen to it from dawn till dusk.
Cool.
See what taking notes.
Well, get in contact with us if we want James to do that, please.
Yeah, if you got a spare 50, send it my way. Times are tough.
Oh.
Then we get like Sam getting a haircut from Gertie.
Yeah.
And he's saying, can you turn that off about the hairdryer? But actually, all the clocks and time are going off at this time. It's like I love it when like at a meta level they're commenting, like people in the movie are commenting on the soundtrack that we're listening to.
And he also, this was when I flipped out as well. I was like, because I was really waiting for something more clock related, and I was very happy with the can you turn it off? But he was also stabbing his chair in time with the drum machine, which flipped me out. That is so good.
Scary stuff. I love it.
Yeah. What was your next one? Because I think I don't have anything for a little bit longer.
Yeah, so I don't have anything until no, I've got something when he gets like a message from his wife.
Yeah, that's when my next one is as well.
Yeah, so there's a harsh cut in the voice message. He gets like a video message from his wife here, and we know now, spoiler alert for the film, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Imagine if this was someone's intro to it.
This would be the weirdest thing to listen to if you haven't seen the movie that we're talking about. We're just describing a movie you haven't seen synced with something that you can't hear. It's like really complicated.
Oh no, is this a good podcast?
Yes,
okay,
it is,
Thank
Gareth.
you.
Have faith in yourself. There's a harsh cut in the video message that is sent to him to sort of indicate that these messages are fake. It's like an early sign. And he notices it and he's like, Gertie, but then he just sort of brushes it off as something like weird, you know?
Yeah.
So that cut syncs up perfectly with the like the intro to the like sad bridge part of the second like verse of time. The like it like changes tempo. The like da, 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 that kind of bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like as soon as that happens is when that cut happens, and you're like, oh, like maybe things aren't as they seem, you know.
Oh, that's good spotting. I had I don't know if it happens before or after, but vocals come in just as Tess is asking the baby Eve to talk.
Yeah.
And like I was
say astronaut.
Yeah, I was so on the vibe of these syncs that I was almost expecting the baby to look to the camera and just start like going, "Taken away."
Just like busts into the impression.
Yeah.
I would love it. Just mean mugs the lens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, I think deep faking fans could probably pull that off for us.
Yeah. Well, shout out to all our deep fake fans.
No shout outs for our fake fans. All the shout outs for our deep fake fans.
Yeah. That's yes. That voice message ends exactly with the end of the first verse and going into the solo time. Like it's like a clean sync there as well.
So clean.
I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah. It's like a restaurant that gets an A. There's a clean sync.
Yeah, that's an A. That's an A grade sync.
Oh yeah.
We're bringing back the letter rate.
Oh please.
Grades. Unfortunately, we got to cut straight to the this is where Sam has his vision of I think it's his older daughter, right?
Yeah.
It's the 15-year-old daughter in the chair, and he burns his hand. I didn't catch a sync here.
No,
I was really hoping for something because this is
Same.
like a really pivotal a strange something is off kind of moment in the movie. Like you get a sort of preview one with the cut in the video message, and this happens right after. But I didn't catch a sync here.
No, it fits thematically because it's like the album's about mental illness and stuff, and it's a sign that because later Gertie's like, "Did you see something?" And he denies it because he doesn't want Gertie to think he's mentally unstable.
Yeah, he's saying he blames it on the television, which is off, and Gertie catches that as well. It's oh man, it's that's a clean thematic sync, but not a literal sync.
No,
in the film itself.
I think it's quite a good thematic sync when he says, "Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way." Exactly when Sam's being quite toxic masculinity, going "Oh, nothing's wrong."
Yeah. You don't need help. When he's he's brushing off Gertie, helping him because Gertie's fully aware of what's happening at this time.
Oh yeah.
And that he's reaching the end of his clone life and is trying to help him out more and more, sort of babying him a little bit.
Yeah, aware that the clones don't last very long and he's starting to degrade.
What do we got next? Sam's. So he has a dream of himself.
Yes, this is my next one as
well. They're entwined with one another, and the line "home again" happens here, and I'm
he's fantasizing about home.
Yeah, just like in The Room, we're getting some good syncs with this line specifically.
I had so many moments where I was comparing the pace of this film to the pace of The Room.
If this is the masterclass version of this podcast where we sync up films with previous films that we've reviewed, that's the next level down.
Yeah.
It could get to that point.
That's the one that we pass off to if we ever got interns, the interns do that one.
To the deep fakers.
Yeah.
And their off hours.
The interns do it, and then we deep fake our voices onto theirs, and
whoa,
just
that's
printing money at that point.
Yeah, this is how this podcast is being recorded right now. We've actually got interns on it.
Uh-oh.
And we've replaced our voices.
Yeah.
I maybe shouldn't have revealed that to the audience, but
no, probably not for episode 2.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I mean, it's thematically linked to Moon, I suppose. So
that early reveal.
Yeah.
All right.
My next one I've written stops running when sad piano comes in. And then I've drawn a little happy face, so I actually can't remember this moment.
That's him running on the treadmill.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I've got one quickly before that. The line "far away across the fields," toning on the iron bell, or that. Towards the end of time, Sam reaches out and touches a photo of his wife, a framed photo, who's very far away.
Yeah.
So they're separated even more than he knows at this point.
Oh yeah.
Which is a nice thematic foreshadow kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's after he runs, he goes out onto the surface of the moon and has a crash, and I didn't catch any syncs in that. Did you have anything?
Let me see. I've got. Actually, I need to check my notes here. So I've got so Great Gig in the Sky is playing when he crashes.
Yes. Yeah.
And so there's the crazy intense female vocal in this section, and it's a somber song with rises and falls and stuff, and it's got her vocal dips when the becomes more somber when he sees the vision of the daughter outside.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, like it's like something's off again, and this is when he crashes, and it's like quite a sad moment. It like changes the scene quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's also next is I don't have anything for the rest of Bright in the Sky like him. We get the sequence of the clone being woken up next.
Yeah. And then when the clone goes back to sleep is exactly when side 1 of the vinyl would end.
Yeah.
Which
We just
beautiful.
yeah, we get right into Money.
Yeah.
When it's Money begins perfectly when Sam is getting up from the hospital bed for the first time.
Getting back to
Like,
business.
Yeah, sort of. He wants to get back to business, but Gertie's trying to stop him.
Yeah.
And this is also where we're introduced to the CEOs, I guess, or like the Lunar Industry contacts for the base. It's like, I don't know who the other guy is, but Matt Berry is in this movie, Gareth, and I had no idea.
Were you a bit sad that you had it on mute and couldn't hear his like illustrious tones?
I am not going to lie, Gareth, I boosted the volume just for this section so that I could hear his dulcet tones.
I mean, as a scientist, I'm furious that you corrupted our experiment for human feelings, but otherwise, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no, I got to hear him. I got to hear his beautiful baritone,
I was listening to, he does a song in that show, Dark Place, and I was listening to that song on Friday night, just like grooving by myself.
It's the love song, right?
Yeah,
like his,
One Track Lover.
Yes. Oh, what a jam!
Check that out,
listeners. Check that one out. One Track Lover from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
And if you can sync that song with anything, please let us know.
Yeah, sync that one up with anything else.
Yeah.
In fact, feel free to write in with any notable syncs that you notice just in your life.
Yeah.
With anything going on. Yeah. or if you catch any syncs that we've missed. In our watches.
Heck yeah.
Definitely write in.
Yeah. I would very much enjoy that.
Yeah, so this is another good thematic sync here with the CEOs, right? Because it's like their motivations are money.
Yeah.
And basically nothing else. Like money to the point of over like human life or clone life, I guess. They're willing to like sacrifice somebody's life for monetary gain is the equivalent of like, it's the thesis of the movie, really.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which is, it's pretty disgusting, really. Like when you like, it's a really, really sad movie for a lot of reasons.
Oh yeah.
But like what is happening in Moon is just, it's morally awful. It's an absolute nightmare.
Oh,
then
do yourself a favor and don't go to like any news websites or Wikipedia or anything. Just kind of just watch movies. Don't really look at the outside world. And I think if you want to avoid that kind of thing,
that's a great point.
This is everyone's number one political podcast.
Yeah, getting political on the old Pink Floyd podcast.
Oh yeah,
they'd be proud of us.
Well, they would actually.
Yeah. So the sax solo in Money also it aligns with another scene change of Sam. Like Sam, he's doing tests with Gertie. Like it's the sax solo like lines up perfectly with the change into that scene. It's not a good thematic sync, but it's just like a nice lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we like those.
Yeah, I like it when things line up.
That's why you're hosting this.
Yeah, in general, I think a lot of the like scene transitions in this section line up with Money quite well.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is like one of the, like just beat for beat, one of the best synced sections of the album.
Absolutely. And it's quite because this song's in like 7/4 time, is that right? You're the better musician.
Is it?
Oh. It's in a like I was counting it out and I got to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But also I'm terrible at counting and rhythm. But which is like very like hard to keep time with, and like most people would probably, if they were cutting a film, would be cutting it on 4s or 2s or something. So for their syncs to keep lining up with this is like a pretty strong sign that there could be something intentional happening.
It's true. It's true. Old Duncan, he was onto it.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Maybe that's what fixes mute. which I also haven't seen. Maybe that's what people aren't doing right. Is like, maybe they have to listen to The Wall with it.
I am looking forward to the soundtrack fixing a movie. That is going to be. I reckon that will happen once we're digging into some worse movies, bad movies. If we can get the old Floyd to fix a full film for us, that's going to be a career highlight.
Oh yeah. So I don't have anything else for money, but I do have Us and Them thematically works really well.
Hell yes, man. This is one of my highlights here. My final bit about money is that, like, thematically, it's like Sam's really frustrated at the message from Earth telling him to preventing him from going outside the base. He's getting like really frustrated, and from the CEO's perspective, they're trying to protect their investment because they know that the other clones out there.
Yeah.
So again, that motivation by money, like, just to round out the song.
Oh, so good. And then Us and Them comes in when he gets out of the base. He finds this rover and finds himself finding a them that is actually an us.
Yes, this is a beautiful sequence, actually. When the transition into the track is he's like exploring in the rover looking for the stored harvester, and then he like finds the crashed rover out there, goes in, finds the other version of himself. The line "me and you" aligns with him finding himself.
Yes.
Like he is wiping the face of the astronaut inside the buggy, and he sees his own face, which is a crazy, like, that's amazing. While no one knows which is which and who is the line that plays when Sam is yelling at Gertie to, like, who is the other?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's like, oh man, it's some great stuff. This is like, thematically wise, this is the highlight of the syncing for me.
Oh, real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thematically, yeah, I'd say so. I've got one. We'll get to it, but there's a sync there that renders all other syncs unworthy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am excited for that.
Oh, yeah.
This was the highlight for me. So it might mean that I am placing lesser precedence on the sync, or I didn't notice it at all. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. So I actually didn't have many syncs for a while after this. I think nothing like solid. I think a lot of like things still kind of being timed right, or like nice, beautiful synthesizers during beautiful moonshots.
Yeah, I agree. This is another lull for me, and that, like, my notes sort of descend into just me talking about the film. One of my notes tries to justify this by the Sams being out of sync with each other, and that they're exactly the same, but they're out of sync in terms of timeline. They're 3 years apart.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what the main rivalry or antagonistic relationship is between them. And that it's sort of a nature versus nurture argument in a way, right? Like, he's they're the same person, but the only difference is one has had a mellow time on the moon for 3 years. You know?
Yeah. This is when I made my note that if we wanted to save confusion, the Sam Rockwell who's just woken up and is in peak physical condition, he's still Sam Rockwell. This degrading clone, I think we should call Sam Rockpaw.
This is extremely complicated now.
Oh no.
I've gone with old Sam and new Sam.
Okay.
Old Sam is the one who crashed in the rover.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's been on the moon for 3 years. New Sam is freshly awoken clone Sam.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's better. That's better for sure.
I mean, I love the creativity of your solution, but I am going to get really confused if we stick with that one.
This is like if we were working together on a like year 9 social studies project, and I had like put everything on lovely paper, but you'd done all the research. Yeah. You'll be getting getting the marks for saying old Sam, new Sam, but
presentation is important.
Thank you.
You got to go with it. I was the guy in the group project always making the PowerPoints look really, really nice. So I can relate to that one.
What is your next sync?
Okay, my next sync is right at the end of the album, right? We've got Eclipse playing. as we get the final plot point, well, like the plot point going into the next act, that there's the rescue mission being sent.
Yeah.
That are gonna like sort of sort out the base and like see what's going on. So that's going to be like, it's an introduction of the like next arc of the film, basically, as the first album play ends. Like as soon as the actual album loops happen, this is like dead silent when this happens. Sam yells out that he's the original Sam, old Sam does.
Yeah.
So
as
this
if
is
to
like,
help us hear it.
Yeah. It's like pure silent, and this is like, because he's freaking out at this point. It's like it really emphasizes the strange relationship, because how do you confront yourself, right? If you woke up and there was just another you living in your house, how would you feel about it?
I'm gonna be honest, I would not like that.
You wouldn't like that?
Like, there's a lot of talk that I'm incredibly vain, but I feel like I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, it's a situation that no one has had to deal with, I don't think.
Whoa.
You know, it's it's a silly concept, but like most people wouldn't. Well, no one would have had to deal with this before, you know.
Yeah, and isn't that the beauty of cinema?
Yeah, you can explore situations that could never be.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's really nice. It's a great part of the medium.
The medium of cinema.
Yes. That's what this podcast's really about.
Oh yeah.
Under all this Pink Floyd stuff.
We hook people in with Pink Floyd, the most topical band, and then we get them with talk about cinema.
Yeah, man. It's all a ruse.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of ruses, Sam is searching the base for the secret room.
Yeah.
Right? And we get the two Sams fighting each other alongside Breathe, which honestly to me is not the cleanest match.
No.
I was a bit disappointed by this. I really was hoping for On the Run during this sequence.
Yeah.
Like in my mind's eye, when I was thinking about this sync up ahead of time.
Yeah.
As I want to do.
Ooh.
I really wanted On the Run to be playing during this fight scene, because I was like, it's pretty close. It's right there.
This was when I was wondering if, because we had so many beautiful syncs leading up to it, this is when I was wondering, like, was his Duncan Jones' intention that we play a different album afterwards? Like, should we be following it with The Wall, or like a different Pink Floyd album?
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that in a future episode. If we get like a really long movie, maybe, or something to watch.
Yeah.
Like a whole series, that'd be crazy. But,
oh my gosh.
If we had like something really long to watch, we could sync it with Pink Floyd's entire discography.
Oh, now you're talking. Oh.
I don't want to write checks that my ass can't cash.
No, I mean, you're already being paid $50 to listen to exclusively Dark Side of the Moon.
I'm quite happy to do that one. That one, I'll stand by that on an audio forum. My next note is "race towards an early grave" is the line that plays at the end of the fight. Yeah. Where Sam is like bleeding way more than a regular person should be after that, because he like barely touched him.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is exemplifying how close he is to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, is reaching life expectancy for a clone. And like, it's there have been hints up until now, but this is like showing the audience. This is this is what's happening now.
Yeah.
Like,
he does it very well. Like, he plays this degrading clone so unsettling, and like, you feel, because they're all very like human symptoms, you feel very like unat ease and like kind of like grossed out by this failing clone.
Oh yeah.
In a way that ugh.
He really carries it, like because he's playing like a fully healthy version of himself, like alongside him very ill and close to death, and he has to like switch between both of them, like presumably on the fly. Like, it's impressive stuff. Like, he would, I don't know how they did it, if he was playing like one of the characters. He would have been playing one of the characters at the time, obviously, but like if they were weeks apart or whatever, but it's really impressive stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's just got some damn good range on him.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell, I reckon he's going to go far.
Got big dreams for him.
Yeah, 2009 Sam Rockwell. I reckon he's going to be big. Yeah.
I could definitely see him being in one Iron Man movie.
Oh yeah, the third one, right?
The second.
Oh,
It's
the second one.
Guy Pearce who has similar energies in the third one, I think.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
True. He does have similar energy. Anyway.
Is this the first film where someone's playing multiple characters and it's a good film? Like, because this would have come out like 2 years after Norbit, starring Eddie Murphy.
The first film where this happens. That's a good question, because there's that one with like the two Jesse Eisenbergs.
Oh yeah, that's
that
good.
came out much later though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like any other doppelganger movies. There must be one that.
Yeah. I have a feeling Doctor Strangelove, a bunch of characters played by the same person. But
Yeah, but
I
that's
haven't
like-
seen it.
I haven't seen it either. But
Okay.
I presume that's to make things a bit more like unsettling. Right?
Yeah.
It's that movie's got like a bunch of like time skips, right? Is that right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we
I had
should
to
do
bring it
that.
up because I just knew there would be some film buff like screaming at us, and I'm scared of them, so I gave them
Yeah, we
service.
we are in perpetual fear of our fans.
Oh, we totally are. That's been the reoccurring thing so far.
Yeah.
Well, I've got good news for you. Probably not that many fans, so I think
We can
I think we're
outnumber them.
Yes, we're coming for you, Brian.
You specifically. So we get On the Run playing, right?
Yeah.
As next, when he's like finding out, this is quite an emotional scene in the movie where it's like asking Gertie, like sort of like pleading to like get the truth from him, and Gertie reveals that he is a clone and all the stuff going on, you know.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's. I would say this is another bad match, personally. Like it's a bit of a shame because On the Run's such an intense song and driving song, and this is a somber moment in the film. Right at the end of On the Run is when he asks like Gertie he asks him if he is a clone. He like directly asks. It's right at the end of On the Run. But the reveal of him being a clone and like Gertie explaining everything is blocked by the clocks in time going off.
I thought maybe
wrote,
that
as
was
if-
a like wake up to the truth kind of sync.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
another
I
thematic
put
one.
as if Sam doesn't want to hear the truth.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
All these clocks going off his mind, like sort of like white noise blocking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm liking that. I'm digging it.
Some good reads there on the
Oh, yeah.
film. What have you got next?
I don't have anything until Great Gig in the Sky.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's what I mean about this being like maybe the
I've
wrong
got-
album area.
I'm doing the science here, and I'm writing down things that don't sync or don't work well as well.
Ah,
I've
good,
got
yeah.
I've got the playing the music and blotting out what New Sam is saying and dancing to the music, but that
Yeah.
doesn't play that well with a different soundtrack.
No. Because in the original it's Walking on Sunshine, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. He's like flicking it on and off. Well, he's flicking it on, and the New Sam's turning it off because he's trying to be serious and like talk about their situation. Yeah, it's an interesting scene, but it just doesn't work in this viewing method.
It's going to be
Unfortunately.
interesting getting to like anything where there's a different song playing and it's very choreographed to that.
Oh man, yeah, we should do a musical.
Oh, yes. Oh, don't tempt me.
That we're gonna save that for like episode 5 or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we get another like after the serious conversation happens, we get another exploring the surface of the moon bit section, and this is like I just wrote a wee note that this is exactly the tone I wanted to match this soundtrack. Like this was what I was picturing when I suggested the film.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Just having the soundtrack.
Yeah. Because do you think it is like it's a kind of almost chicken egg situation? Like, do you think our brains do sync up beautiful moon footage with psychedelic rock, or do you think it's just because Dark Side of the Moon and David Bowie have been like in our lives for so long that we're almost conditioned to do that.
It's possible, yeah. Like, there's definitely I think it's there's going to be alignment in the subject matter of these albums, right? And just their artistic choices in making the albums, and like so they all obsessed with space and the moon and things like that, you know. So there is like actual alignment there, and I think it's possible though, because like I honestly couldn't tell you if it was one or the other, because it's too late at this point. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to reprogram your whole brain. That's what you're asking, Gareth, and I can't do that, mate. That's all right. You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
Hey, you're hurting my head.
You let off the hook.
All right, thanks, man. Oh, that was a stressful moment for me. There, I was spiraling.
Oh no. I'm gonna really cheer you up though, because I'm gonna skip to Great Gig in the Sky, which was a sync so powerful, I legitimately said out loud, touchdown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Great Gig in the Sky plays after like old Sam. He's starting to degrade more. It's like building up as he runs to the he's been out in space and he's like sped up blood in his helmet, which is a beautiful imagery for like it really hooks you on the movie. He runs into the spaceship, he runs to the toilet, and like it's building up to when this amazing vocal comes in. And I was so excited. I was like, no, it's not going to sync. It's not going to perfectly sync. Man. He kneels down next to the toilet. As soon as he throws up is when we start hearing the vocal kick in.
Yes, I caught this as well. This is amazing.
This is so good.
I had forgotten that this sync happened, and it is great. This is an A+ S tier.
Yeah,
sync.
Touchdown. I got up and did another lap of the room. I was so excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Your robes flapping in the breeze.
Yeah. All my followers like, what is he doing?
Yeah. So this like vocal just is blasting away.
Yeah.
Like, really, really going for it. And then it like becomes more soothing when he's trying to like hack into the base's mainframe and see all the past Sam video logs, you know?
Yeah.
And it becomes more soothing when Gertie helps him with the password.
Yeah, it's like we're following his the adrenaline in his blood at that point. Like it soothes down.
It matches the emotional tension of the movie like quite well.
Oh yeah,
this is a great sync, man.
Yeah,
I really loved this. Like just the sequence of him like in slow motion, like walking towards the tower that's been blocking his communication, and like Great Gig of the Sky is playing, and he like falls to his knees. Oh man, so good. That's just man. This is the highlight. You were absolutely right.
This like gives it another star for me, I think, in terms of its final ranking. Which I noticed we're flipped between the A, B, C system, the number system, and the star system already. But
we give letter grades to syncs, and then a 1 out of 10 is what we gave the last.
Yeah.
Not 1 out of 10, but like X
1
out
to
of 10.
Yeah.
Yes. Rating for the overall sync of the movie.
Oh yeah. This is again proving that we're a scientific podcast by laying out our graphs early on.
Yeah. You can infer from the letter grades what out of 10 they would be, because they do a line.
Yeah. You can work
That's
that
some
out
homework
yourself.
for you deep fakers out there.
Yeah. Do some deep truths. Maths. The deepest truth.
Yeah, man.
What was your next sync?
I want my next sync. I'm ready. So the next sync. I'm not ready. I lied to you.
Oh, what? We just told off all our deep fakers, and you've told a lie?
It's true. I've been a deep faker all along. The culmination of the song, it aligns with Sam watching the other clones getting really sick and climbing into the pod to die, which is just brutal.
Oh yeah.
And the song ends exactly where he goes to inspect the pod for himself.
That is brutal.
Yeah, it's a rough one, man.
Yeah.
Like It's a really beautiful like part of the movie. There's just Great Gig in the Sky. This whole section is like a perfect sync, and I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, because that's probably my favorite part of the album. Like, I always get excited waiting for it.
Yeah,
And especially with this kind of like this layer of knowing like, oh, this is gonna sync or definitely not sync to something, is it builds that anticipation even more.
yeah, no, I agree with you. This is definitely a highlight in the album, but I reckon Breed's probably my number one. But like this is close. So
What's next for you?
I've got Money starting up as the talking head video of Luna Industries is talking about like he's the played. It's a pre-recorded message about like, oh, we're putting you into cryosleep. You've done a great job. Think about your family and friends and stuff. And this is like all a facade, right? Because it's a death chamber effectively.
Yeah.
Which is this matches the corporate greed message of money, you know. It's all a falsehood made by the company to protect their investment, you know, so that nobody finds out about this.
Do the talking head corporate folk, or essentially the other characters you see the face on, do they only show up when we hear money?
Yes, I believe so. Like
Snap,
this is
snap,
another thing
snap.
about the room that happened. Like we had that like match up there.
Yeah.
Where they were talking about money when money happened, and this has happened again. Like maybe this is a through line through all films. I know I'm making a graph out of 2 dots here, but
that's what this is all about.
yeah, this is it is sort of about clutching at straws, isn't it? But like I could see we're on a streak now of money holding down the fort in terms of sinking.
Yeah.
Like just it's pretty. If all movies at the like 30-minute mark and then like 1 hour 10 mark or something always talk about money, I feel like more people should be talking about that.
If like a film just like stops, the character looks to the camera and goes, money, and then continues. Yeah, you've got another perfect film.
There it is. That's the Hollywood rule.
Oh yes. I have for us and them again. They talk about being ordinary men when the two Sams have their moment of unity and start like treating each other like ordinary men. Like he's helping him with the whittling.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of more thematic, but I thought it was a good one. And they sort of that's when they realize like we're gonna have to, you know, once this rescue mission lands, we're gonna have to. If they find both of us, they'll kill us. So they kind of become an us against them.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Previously, this is a nice dichotomy actually. Previously, the us and them was each of the Sams against each other, and now it's them as a team, us as a team versus them as the company.
Oh yeah,
that's a great take, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
Do you think maybe it is like what we're actually landing on is like a bit of the timed Hollywood structure? Like, but no, it can't, because again, this is a graph with 1 dot because this didn't happen in the room. And also, we shouldn't be using the room as our benefit for great Hollywood pacing. Benefit.
That's a great point, Gareth. We've got to actually do some like proper Hollywood films first, instead of like low budget side projects.
Yeah,
of insane people. So I've got, what have we got here? So like this us and them section about them looking after each other just before the Sam, like old Sam, goes out in the rover to contact his wife and gets hold of his, like drives out to the light side of the moon.
Oh yeah.
From the dark side, and contacts his family, but gets in touch with his 15-year-old daughter, his now 15-year-old daughter. Finds out that his wife has been dead for ages. This transition happens as us and them begins, and it's really heartbreaking.
Oh
It
yeah,
is brutal. Also, this is a little secret note in the movie. It's implied that Sam Rockwell, the original, is alive and well.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Bell, because you hear his voice in the background in this call.
Yeah, when she yells out, "Dad."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a new stepdad or something. It's the original Sam Bell. So he's obviously, like, signed on for this.
Yeah, he was okay
is-
with sending a bunch of him with his memories implanted to
Yeah,
die.
man. This is 3 punches straight to the solar plexus. This is hard stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, man. And Us and Them is a great soundtrack for this sequence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we've got then Sam's like old Sam is being looked after by new Sam as the Us and Them is playing. New Sam watches the video of the call taking place as the saxophone solo of Us and Them is like starting up. He like looks over to the bag and starts watching that, and so as the saxophone is playing, you just get him watching that video, and it's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's a clean ass sync, yeah, man. So there's another really good sync of Sam on his deathbed. Old Sam on his deathbed. He's having like visions. This is still mid solo as like the like vocals like comes in underneath the saxophone.
When his like vision starts.
Yeah, he's
so
like
good.
he's like having flashes of like the good times with his wife as new Sam is finding out that she is dead. It's insane. Like this is really really good.
Yeah.
And then the end of the song, there's a clean sync into Sam lying down in the shower as Any Color You Like begins playing. This is like the next morning, I think, I guess, or like when Sam wakes up next. And it plays throughout new Sam explaining his escape plan, effectively.
Yeah. Oh. So I don't have anything. I actually don't have anything else. I think I'm going to be honest. At this point, I was very much still riding high on that Great Gig in the Sky sync.
Yeah, man. Like Great Gig of the Sky going into Us and Them is just like that's a solid section.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think it's going to be an issue we face as well. Is like, so for The Room, we gave it 6 out of 10 because it didn't really, like, compared to by this standard, it didn't really have any syncs, but we rewarded low quality syncs. It's like when there's the naughty kid in class and he does one thing that the rest of the class are doing and he gets like praised like crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about you, Andrew.
Yeah. Whoa.
Actual person I was an intermediate with.
Whoa, call outs on the podcast.
Yeah, so like because this film did a sync so good at the start, it's like well, not at the start, sorry, halfway through.
Yeah.
It's sort of soured other syncs for me.
You brought it to a higher standard.
Yeah.
I completely agree with this. I find this like interesting when reviewing an album or something like that in general. If I look at the previous work of that person and then hold it to a higher degree, if they've been releasing like quality material, I'm gonna hold them to a higher standard than a brand new artist that I've never heard before.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so I find that really relatable. You know, like I reckon that makes a lot of sense. Like in terms of these syncs, like you're like, man, this sync was like fantastic. I'm gonna hold it to a higher bar.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
I would say I almost do the opposite with artists, is that once they've done a good album, they're almost like, oh, it's my buddies, it's my friends. You know, they put out this album. That I almost forgive like a subpar album, because I'm like, yeah, more of my friends.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That leads to getting complacent. That's like the Kanye problem for me.
Oh.
Like, I feel like I did that with Kanye. I was like, oh yeah, I can ride this wave, it's fine. And then like it just got worse.
Yeah. You fell off Kanye way faster than me, and I think that was
true.
because you were holding him to this higher standard where I was like, hey, my friend's back. Oh, what's he doing now? Oh, that's a bit problematic. Buddy, what's wrong?
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
This is the risk we run.
Yeah.
This is so unrelated to what we're talking about. I love it. What have we got next? So yeah, you don't have much for the rest of the film, you're saying? Or?
Not until the end of album run through 2, which I guess we're pretty close to.
Yeah, we are. We've got like brain damage and stuff.
Brain damage, they mention the words brain damage quite a lot throughout the film, and then Pink Floyd named the song Brain Damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's a C plus B minus.
Yeah. That's an Andrew from Intermediate kind of sync.
Oh! Give him more. Man.
The thing is, like, this isn't a good call. Like, me calling him out on the podcast and recording in my bedroom is not a good burn. He's probably out there, like, doing a backflip and smoking weed at the same time, and I'm just like,
Oh, man.
oh, Pink Floyd, the moon.
I feel like you could be friends if you'd only talk it out.
Aw.
The doing the backflip and smoking weed at the same time. Like, I think that's an energy that we could bring to the podcast.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll reach out, see if he wants to be a guest.
All right, we've turned
much-
it around.
Yeah, much like the two Sams, we'll connect.
Yeah, there we go.
Like them in the moon buggy talking, both remembering their fake memories of Tess. So sad.
Yeah, oh, it's brutal. This movie's really sad, but
Yeah.
it's so good. Yeah, so I've just got that old Sam is accepting his death as brain damage is playing. Like, he's saying he's not going to go back.
Yeah.
In this section. Which is, it's like, again, very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're crossing the lunar surface to drop old Sam at the crash site right at the end, right? And this is aligning with chorus 2 of that song, and then Eclipse is playing the rounding out the second play of the album as old Sam is like is being carried back to the crash site to put him like where he was, and it's like, man, like
Yeah.
it's a good scoring for that section.
Oh yeah. And then I've got the album. I noticed the album kind of ends the second time. It ends when the story ends for old Sam, for Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell. He's just like, he doesn't get to hear it start to play the third time.
No, yeah, this is it for him.
Yeah.
This is the end of the film for him, basically. He's still alive. We get one more shot of him, but like he is like out for the movie. He's done his part.
Yeah.
You know?
If this movie had been a little longer,
Yeah.
both Sams would have had an equal amount of the album to hear.
Whoa, that is
'Cause
crazy.
Yeah, old Sam gets all the way to the halfway point of the first play,
Yeah.
but then new Sam gets after old Sam leaves, he only gets up to 2 songs. So tiny. Like, I'm not going to take marks off that, but I don't know. Add more credits.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great old read. Yeah, so I've got complete silence as the heartbeats are like fading out into the end of the album. Right, it's a very somber moment as he's like being left inside the crash buggy. It's
Yeah.
really sad. And then the start of the album starts up again, and we got the ticking clock like call forward sample in the album, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
As we're watching
that
the
begins-
countdown to the new spaceship arrive.
Yes, as the Eliza is arriving, we see
Yeah.
the timer on screen. It's like, okay, now we've got to move, right? Like the album is ramping up again. Breathe is like starting up. The new clone is twitching as he's waking up.
Ready for his run
Breathing.
of the album.
Yeah, the next cycle.
And then there's more wobbling sounds as On the Run starts, and we watch another spaceship wobble.
Yep. He's like, he's getting out there. I'm like yelling at the screen. I'm like, it's time to go. Like, On the Run is playing. Like, you gotta get out, man. And he's doing the stuff. He's fiddling around with the coordinates, trying to do the like final, like victory lap part of the movie where he makes it so he can contact Earth, the new Sam.
Yeah.
New Sam.
New Sam. Sam Rock better.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then the like he's in the little vibrating ship. We get a shot, the final shot of old Sam. He sees the ship, like the victory. Oh, it's a really good end to the movie.
Oh yeah.
The end of On the Run does sync with the ship entering Earth's atmosphere, but unfortunately the end of On the Run is a big crash noise.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit dark.
Because if you're watching this not on mute, you get the like audio samples, which I wasn't a huge fan of. The samples of newsreaders
the court
reacting,
case.
and the court case, and the guy saying that new Sam is an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
Which is
it's just.
Oh, sorry.
It's just some like hot takes from like news media, right? Like he's causing a stir, and it's like gonna upset the company, right? It's some pathos for the viewer to be like, things are gonna change. Like, he succeeded in getting back, is what that means.
Yeah, I've always been more of a fan of when movies leave it a little too open-ended. So maybe that's why I find that a little like, okay.
That's fair. I think it would be cleaner if that wasn't there. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. But it's just like, oh, it's all right. Like, right at the end. But yeah, I think that's fair.
Which is why we kind of do balance it out, though, because we have the very optimistic ending of the real film. And then, yeah, your very negative ending where it ends with a huge crash.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, it's a different read on the final part. Has he just crashed into the Earth's surface? Oh my god.
What a sad ending. Like, oh,
That'd
he
be
did all
really
that.
Then nothing would change.
Yeah.
Like, they'd find the clone in the ship, like, no one would remember. I guess, like, he'd be able to contact, but, like, it's not explained that if he hadn't made it back, I feel like the rescue mission would have been able to, like, repair the towers or delay the clone or something like that.
They would have done their thing where he can't go outside again, and then,
Yeah. So,
Oh, dang.
like, I feel like that wouldn't have worked, but, like... so him getting back to Earth is the only real success state of the story, so...
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of glad that that little news article-y bit is there at the end.
Yeah, you've kind of
Because
won
I
me
was-
over with that now. I have very weak morals, don't worry. You can...
No, like I
Chocolate
think
eclair.
your take is pretty real too. I think that's like cleaner from a storytelling perspective as well. But
Yeah.
it's just I was so emotionally invested. You know?
Yeah, you want a bit of joy.
Yeah, man.
You can probably tell they did a few test screenings and people were like, that's too sad. And so
Too
that's why they
sad.
added that in.
I
Too
cried.
sad.
Refund my money. I ruined my best shirt.
Oh,
My cinema
tears.
shirt. Yeah.
Only popcorn can ruin my cinema shirt, not tears.
Why would you have a cinema shirt that could be ruined by popcorn? Oh no.
Look, I'm not telling you how to wear your cinema shirt.
That's true. Yeah. That's not our job.
No.
It is our job to tell you how well this movie synced. Give it a X out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Gareth, what is your rating for the film?
I'm gonna and this is again like this is because we're so early on, our standards are gonna change. Like I now
Yeah.
think The Room had way too high a mark.
Really?
And I don't know if I have to adjust this completely on a new scale, like look fresh, or I have to go like, well, I've declared that's a 6 out of 10, so this has to be something else.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna revise my review of The Room. I think that 6 out of 10. There was some quality syncs in The Room, and I'm happy with that rating.
Okay. Well, because I'm just picturing a little graph in my head with little Tommy Wiseau sitting there, and I'm got to
Yep.
picture my little Sam Rockwell now, and that's why
Yep.
I'm going to give this. I'm going to go 9 out of 10.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow.
Will I regret it? Probably, but you know that's life, man.
Are we allowed? Do we have to line up? Do we have to sync our ratings? Is that part of the podcast?
Not at all. Not at all. We can figure out a happy medium, I suppose. Yeah.
That's true.
If I
Okay.
give something 9 out of 10, you give it 1 out of 10, then we have to agree.
I
that's
was
a
gonna
five.
go. I was gonna go 8 out of 10, like a light 8. I want to go like 7.9 or something.
Whoa. Because I was
Like,
happy to
that's-
drop to 8.5.
Okay.
Do you
Oh,
think we
well,
should?
I think that can be our official rating for the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. This is an
It is-
8.5 sync.
Yeah, it is. There are some really. There's a solid section in this movie which is like a perfect sync for 2 full tracks, which is amazing. And so I think that like 8.5. What was it? Yeah, 8.5
8.5, yeah.
is a solid rating there. Like we aren't at the 10 there yet.
No.
We've got to get like, but that is close, and it's a good one. We got the thematic sync. We've got the little like actual syncs, large portions of the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Okay.
I think I'm happy to call that our synced up rating.
Yeah. 8.5. Mark it in the records.
Mark it in your 2-point graph.
Yeah. Which leads us to our choosing of our next film, and it is my
yeah.
turn to choose.
Yes, your
And
turn.
you've given me such a gift, you know, like it's
Oh.
a really good film that I'd kind of forgotten about. I got to enjoy it, and then I got to enjoy it again listening to Pink Floyd, which
Yep.
makes me feel really bad about the one that I had pre-chosen.
No, that was fine. It was
Okay.
good. You don't even feel bad about that. Anyway.
No, I feel
what do
bad
you got
about
for
this
me?
choice as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
For your second graph, which judges who's the better friend, I'm going to drop on that graph.
Okay.
So this is, it's Pink Floyd's 8th adventure, They've, it's their 8th album. They've had some
Is it
highs and some
actually?
lows. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because they were essentially a different band until Sid Barrett left.
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
this is the start of them being good for me.
Whoa.
Hot take, but well, I don't know if that is a hot take. I think that's a pretty well commonly held take.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway.
think a lot of the, big psych heads love Sid Barrett, but then, yeah.
It's like a deep cut one.
Yeah.
I'm distracting. Go.
Okay, so this is their 8th adventure. They've had some highs,
Yes.
they've had some lows, they've lost a few of their family, they've rejoined maybe, and it really makes me think about a different family that's had 8 adventures as well.
What?
And that's why we're going to be syncing this film with the Fast and the Furious 8, The Fate
Whoa!
of the Furious.
Hell yes!
Right?
Oh!
Just imagine some cars doing some cool stunts while we listen to Pink Floyd.
Oh my god, I am amped.
Oh, yes,
I'm so
yay.
excited for that.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen a Fast and the Furious movie.
Me neither.
yet,
That's
and
why I'm so excited to start with 8.
Yes. Oh, this could only go well. I'm really
yeah.
excited now.
Ah,
Oh
yes.
man, look forward to that one
Yeah.
coming up soon,
Ah.
listeners. So
And that about does it for us, I suppose.
yeah, man, that's it. You got
Yeah.
nothing. I've got nothing else to add. I'm ready to wrap it on up.
So I guess from both of us, I've been Gareth Blackler,
Yeah, and I've been James Barron.
and we'll see you on. Oh, here we go. We'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
On the dark side of the moon.